I'm so thankful for this award. I've put together a little remix of parts of my career with some of you that I would like to thank. So here we go. The foundational principles of my research are people, people, people. So allow me to share some of those people who have profoundly impacted my life. I started my career as an educator in Fort Worth ISD as a 20-year-old who was hired as a bilingual teacher assistant to work in some of their bilingual programs. And I'll never forget one young third grade student who came up to me in my first month on the job and took my hair in her hands and asked me a good question. She said, "Miss, ¿de qué parte de México es? What part of Mexico are you from?" So I explained to her, I'm from the part of Mexico that we now call East Texas. That does beg the question of how does a small town country girl like myself end up in this career? And a lot of that is some of the young people you see who became my students the first 4 years of my career as a teacher in the International Newcomer Academy. Since then, I've loved going into different high schools, working with students from all over the world, mainly engaging in reading and writing with them. I'm thankful to my messy bun and getting it done twin, Holly Genova, who is a high school ESOL teacher for newcomers. She has so graciously allowed me to come into her classroom and try out what Readers and Writers Workshop might look like from a multilingual perspective with a little bit of controlled chaos. So thank you, Holly, for partnering with me in that. Next, I'm so grateful to Ali Babineau, who has really helped me take a critical stance in my research as we investigate people's literacies and languaging to understand their complex truths with armed love for the end purpose of transformational justice. So thank you, Ali. To my grant colleagues at Texas Woman's University, I love working with you. Carolyn and Liliana, y'all are the best of the best. Jorge, mi primo de la fanny pack, the best is yet to come in our projects we have coming up. And Holly Hanson Thomas, I will be forever grateful that you mentored me when I first got to Texas Woman's University and then have partnered with me for many years now. I will stand with you at a podium as we present to the Board of Regents. I will wade with you through knee-deep water in small-town Costa Rica as we are searching for our bilingual pre-service teachers. So whatever it is, I am glad that you are by my side. I'm thankful to my undergraduate students who have sometimes become part of my research and have taught me so much about multilingualism and transnationalism. They have helped me have fun and put up with all of my crazy, even when I say, we got to go to the pool today to learn about bilingual acquisition processes, or sometimes you really just got to be the book. My master's students are practicing teachers who are bilingual teachers, reading specialists, or high school teachers, and who are putting into practice so much of the theory that all of you write about. And I'm very grateful that they've invited me into their classroom on many different occasions and allowed me to see them working with their students. Most recently, I've enjoyed working with my doctoral students and having them refine my own views that inform my research as they ask me questions to understand how these theories can really be applied in a real-world classroom in a system we might not agree with. They take what we learn to heart, sometimes even getting it tattooed on their arms, such as our reading by Paulo Freire. I've recently got to see two of them get their own PhDs, and I love working with all of my doctoral students, and y'all watch out for them because they are going to do some amazing work, better things than I could ever do, and I'm just very fortunate to be a small part of their journeys. Lastly, I want to thank all of you in the Bilingual Education Research SIG. You have influenced me in so many ways, whether it's through reading your work and your research or by actually getting to work with you when we come to our meetings each year. I've particularly benefited from the mentoring working group. I've had two amazing mentors as a mentee, Dr. Chris Faltis and Dr. Rebecca Callahan. And I'm also thankful for the people I've worked with in the working group who have taught me so much. Kristen Pratt, when I think of someone who is kind and humble and sincere, I think of you. And if I can be half of that, then I will certainly be a better person. I wouldn't be me if I didn't end this with my favorite line from a country song. She ain't all found, but she ain't all that lost. And that's certainly true because I ain't all found. Sometimes I feel like I'm going in a million different directions with literacy and language and practical classroom research with critical theories, but it's because of all of you and you accepting me and supporting me and teaching me so much that at the end of the day, I ain't all that lost either. So thank you.